did you ask yourself if these visa sponsors like EPI, FACES, TPG, ITES are not charging teachers for any program fee, how do they profit? The employer, the school district is the one paying the visa sponsor so they can hire foreign teacher. So that is why they have some expectations from foreign teachers because they spent so much just to hire them. So again, it's called Certificate of Employment. Some others would call it Proof of Employment. It should be in the official school letterhead. It should show when you were hired, what subject you were teaching. If you have a previous school, it should also include when your contract with them ended, when you left the school. The salary is not very important, but if it's already there, you can go ahead and have that there. It should have the seal of the school. It should have the signature of the payroll officer or HR manager or whoever is taking care of the certificate of employment. If it's in the same school, right, make them list all of those subjects. Make sure that all of the subject areas that you have experience teaching is listed in your certificate of employment. So the number of teaching experience will be computed based on the certificate of employment that you turned in. That is why it is important that the certificate of employment shows the start date and the end date. So if you started in that school and you're currently still teaching there, then it should also show. Say you were hired in June of 2020 to present. And then it should show all the subjects and grade levels you're teaching. If you had, for instance, several different schools in your work history, let us say you worked in 3 different schools, but if you're only able to provide them a certificate of employment for the 2 schools, then your teaching experience in the school without the certificate of employment will not be counted, okay? That is why it's important to turn in your certificate of employment. That is their basis for computing your number of teaching experience. Mama Bini, it's okay for you asking this, but I already posted it on my Facebook wall. Yeah, I even posted a sample for the certificate of employment. It's on my wall. Okay, you just have to be patient, scrolling down. I already shared it. So the list of what should be on the certificate of employment came from the visa sponsor, and I shared it on my Facebook. I also shared the sample, the actual certificate of employment that I turned in. Other work experience not related to teaching did not be included. Yeah, if it's resume, okay, let me change it. So Beth, if you're talking about the resume, you can still include it. Otherwise, there will be a gap, right? So there will be, like, suppose you did a different job for 5 years. There will be wondering what happened to you in the 5 years, right? There will be a work gap. So you might as well just put it there. It's just that it's not going to be considered for your salary computation, but it's important to have it there. Please know that the kind of visa that you're holding is immaterial when it comes to determining your salary. Okay, J1 visa holders, H1 visa holders will receive the same salary if you have the same number of teaching experience, if you have the same degree. Again, the type of visa will not affect your salary. Yes, suppose while in the US you're already teaching there and you continue to study and you completed your degree, you can turn in your diploma and your transcript of record for recomputation of your salary. What if the teacher in the Philippines was promoted to a principal position? Will his admin? No. Guys, actually, if you don't have a teaching experience, you work directly as admin, it is to your disadvantage. Okay? They want actual classroom teachers, not admin. So then, if you recently been promoted to an administrative position, so you're not teaching anymore, obviously you can put that in your resume, but it's important for them to know when was the last time you were a classroom teacher. So also your admin position in the Philippines or whatever country you're from will not affect your salary. So what will affect your salary, again, is your degree, your teaching experience as a classroom teacher. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're the Secretary, Department of Education. If you're not currently teaching in the classroom, actually, that's a disadvantage to you. Conrad, they will only count the relevant teaching experience. So if you're applying as a secondary teacher of biology, because for instance, in my case, I taught in college level for like 9 years, but I was teaching physics, right? And I was applying as a physics teacher. So in your case, your nursing teaching experience may not count. Maybe it will vary per state, but I'm guessing unless you're applying there as a nursing teacher. So we'll see. You just go ahead and turn it in. Don't believe everything I said. Okay? Just go ahead and turn it in. So if they credit it, good. If not, then we can't do anything about it. Right? But you will not lose anything if you turn it in. But when you turn it in, at least you would know whether they will credit it or not. Yeah, they usually have a lot of shortage, and this shortage isn't really filled in 100%. Okay? But, you know, FACES, I don't know why, but FACES, that's a visa sponsor, this school year, they're not hiring grade school teachers. Okay? But there are many visa sponsors, so don't worry about that. So if you are a grade school teacher, most visa sponsors prefer if you are able to teach different subjects, like the generalist. Is that your term? Oh, teachers, enjoy your vacation, okay? Did you bring home papers to check? We know you will never touch it. Who are you kidding? Did you bring papers to check? Okay, you still haven't learned from your many years of experience? Okay, Conrad, that's a good thing you're back in school teaching. Okay, because, you know, I know a friend of mine, she's been out of the academy for a while, and so the business sponsor told her, you need 2 more years, because she went back to teaching so she can apply to the US, but then the business sponsor said, you need at least two years. Yeah, the papers are going to have their holiday. You know what? I'm saying this, but I actually brought home some papers to check myself. Who knows, right? What if one day I woke up and I actually wanted to check up some papers, right? Who knows? But I've been teaching for 23 years. I know I will not be able to, you know, check those papers. I'll say bye. Merry Christmas, teachers. Enjoy your vacation. Good luck to the papers you took home with you. Bye, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Appreciate all of your questions. Bye. Merry Christmas, everybody. Be safe.